Forgive the wind, guys. I didn't grab the phone with the mic, but I wasn't planning to make a video today. Hi, it's Kate at Kate's Garden Chicken Cat Rambles. I'm trying not to take too much of a break between videos, but it's been gray and rainy since the last video. And I have not done a current on the day. A couple posts yesterday were from the day before, I think, and I forgot to change their viewing to public instead of private, and it took me a minute to realize it, and blah blah blah, you know, just dropping the ball in my court. But I do, as soon as I finish making a video, I go in, I rewatch it. If it's not crappy and I don't have to take anything out, because you know I don't edit, I drop it immediately. So usually I always tell you the day and the time, but typically my videos come out the day they're made, within probably 30 minutes to an hour, unless I've got something I have to do more pressing. So we'll have a little update on the 1 week old today chicks. Chicks don't change that much from to me in this first few days, but these guys have their first feathers. So here is Miss Cece eating and pooping. She can use her legs. She pushes herself around, but for whatever reason, I'm still having to hold her up, and we're doing little leg exercises. I lower her to the ground, and she puts her feet on the ground, and when she struggles, she pushes up. She flaps her wings. Today she got her butt feathers trimmed and cleaned, and today it's been too cool and windy, and it's really cool in our house. So I didn't want to give her, I don't know, to me, as a chicken, a blow dryer on me would be very stressful. But she's clean, and everything's clean on the back, and I just use some warm water, and she seems to be fine. She's peeping. Her combs and wattles are getting redder. We've just got to figure out how to get her back up and moving. So today I cleaned out all of her stuff, you know, and I kept thinking that she was not getting up as much anymore because of the give. Sorry, I just have to push any fresh poo away from her when I see it. It's less likely for flies to bother her, but so I cleaned everything out. You see through the bottom of the floor. Cleaned and dumped everything, and I put a little bit of shavings there just for comfort. Now she has some calluses on the bottom of her feet and you can tell they're kind of shaped of where she used to stand on probably thicker gauge hardware cloth. I put the smallest gauge on here, that way nothing can, you know, you can get a little claw probably up in it. But when I feel her feet or touch her feet, she seems fine, her legs seem fine. I don't know if she's just fat, lazy, and stubborn. I'm going to keep working with her. I hope we'll get her back walking. If not, I will spend the next whatever's left of her life. I move her around 3 or 4 times a day, so she's not in her poo. Today, while I cleaned, I set her out here. While I cleaned, and she just kind of proceeded to go to sleep. But she, sorry, the wind's blowing. But she's doing fine. She's healthy, you know, and making sure she's got plenty of vitamins and electrolytes and grit, because she's not, you know, because she's eating regular hen food. And every other day she gets her raw meat. So they were out. They got a few more little things to jump on because they're really jumping up on stuff now. It's kind of windy. It's not rainy today, but it's a little damp. They were running around, but when I start talking, Mama gets nervous. There's the little one that has the best resting bitch face. Right there, it's pretty sweet, because, you know, how cute is that little face sticking out of Mom's feathers? But this video is to show their little feathers, where they're getting their first feathers. But oh, there were a couple in there when we first started. But so this little hut's worked out great, and after that first night, the second night about 7:30, she goes in there and scratches around and calls all the babies. And then between 7:30 and 8, I lock her door. I give her to that last, you know, until I last come out here right before dark to any more, you know, last chance for food and water. But she's been doing great. She's healthy. She's very protective. Sometimes even when I step over the fence, if the babies are too near where I just stepped over, she will go at me. I mean, she hasn't attacked me, but she'll run at me and flap her feathers. Any of the kitties get too close to the fence, though nobody has jumped over or tried to mess with them, but the chick's been playing on that. And I guess, come here, little one. Come here, little RBF. Let us see your feathers. I know it's horrible, but it's so cute. So I don't know why, unless it was just the wind picking up, or maybe she just sensed it's time to come in and warm up, like little kids playing. Sorry, it's bad cameramanship. Like little kids playing outside. Mom says, you guys come in and warm up for a while, then you can go back out. I can remember that. And though it's like mid-70s today, that's still, you know, you should start baby chicks at like 95 degrees, and then I think every week of life you can go down 5 degrees. But they've got mama for warmth, and we're gonna have, today's supposed to be really warm. They're supposed to have a couple more cool days, and by next Tuesday we're supposed to be getting really warm. So I think they'll be just fine. Mama, release the babies, we want to see them. So I may have to get sneaky and walk in there and disturb her. We're gonna see some little feathers. Getting a few little feathers. Hers are really pale yellow. You can see it on the others a little bit more. Mama's not happy. There you are. You see a few more little feathers coming out on those two. The other two are still stashed. So this little dark one's starting to get little mini chick muffs. They might all end up with chick muffs. I think the one that just went around her, which was the one I worried about, the spotted one, has little chick muffs growing. So we'll see. But you can see they're starting to get little feathers. Little baby chick muffs. And today, while I was cleaning the coop and spreading some fresh Saturday lime, in the big coop I saw Lily, the little Colombian rock cross. She laid her egg and hopped out, and it was a brown egg, almost as brown as the Wyandotte. Like I said, I can usually tell Luna my silver-laced Wyandotte's eggs because they are the darker. But this one was pretty dark, so you know, all of these chicks, Daddy is an Easter egger, so there's a very good chance they're all essentially Easter eggers. Barnyard mix with an Easter egger, that's what we're getting, but it'll just depend on whether or not they lay green eggs. But oh yeah, I bought some watermelon. I think it was like 11 bucks for that thing of watermelon. Looked great. Was too early. Even the chickens were like, that's not as sweet. That's not as sweet as the ones you grew, Mom. I'm not doing them this year. So the yard needs mowed again. I just push mowed it first last week with my new mower. I can't remember. There's one of our friends. I see their shadows flying over. There we go. That one just came from my back porch. These are black vultures. I don't think I have to worry about them with the chicks. Mom's being pretty protective. That's one of the reasons also that I put under that shade cloth just because of shade. But the days that I was preparing for that were supposed to be sunny and hot were not so sunny and hot. So who do we? There's Miss Flower, my most prolific extra large egg layer. She is a champ. And of course, the #1 guy. So yeah, everyone's doing well. And see, Mom can take them in there, which they're surrounded by wire, to shade today, but it gives her a nice shady place where there's a lot of room for they can walk around, but she can hustle them in there. And a while ago when I was out filming, before I came back out, she had hustled herself and 2 of the babies in there, and then 2 of them were playing around. I rotated it today. I've been rotating it, so just according to which way the wind's coming. When the wind's coming from, today it's coming out of the north and northwest, so that's there. So I just turned it so that it's not blowing right in their door or right in the vent holes. But see this one little one. This is the one that really fast. The one that I was worried about. Look how gray the feathers are coming in. So I love the speculation and the wonder of what they're going to look like. But there she goes. She's like, you guys come under here. So she's got food there, though she's still eating the chick starter grower. But I'm not gonna flag her on it. But I had to stop using the flat thing because all she did was spill it on the ground. So I used my garden zip ties, which are soft and reusable. I zip tied the chick feeder to that little gate. So they can't knock it over. She can't scratch and knock it over because that's what she was doing, just scratching at it. And then I've got probably just barely enough chick starter grower to make it through the weekend. But Monday I have a shipment coming from Kalmbach of the Chick House Reserve. So, and it's like a chick, the whole grains and all the yumminess of the Hen House Reserve, but smaller sized and made for the growth and health of chicks. The last batch of chicks I had loved it, but I've noticed chicks will eat almost about anything. But look at them. Who happens to drink? I had to clean their water out. Somehow they had managed to kick some of these little spruce limb things in it, which is fine. A spruce tea and yeah, spruce tea is, I think, medicinal and actually good for you. But you know, we're not making spruce tea, but it's not going to hurt them. But they like to play under there, so I figured that. I saw some that were just flat on the ground. But yeah, I liked one that they could get under and play and hide, and so they've been having a good old time. They've been climbing up on, they haven't got on this stump yet, but they've been hopping up and down this one. But yeah, look at them. They're so cute. All right, guys, I'm gonna say bye. Oh, you talk or play. Oops. So yeah, two of them's wing feathers are coming in, are still yellow. So they might end up being more white than anything like Mom. But that one's getting silvery gray, and then of course we know there's black and gray in that one. But and they're cheeky little ones, man. If she's got a blueberry or a part of a bug, they're not above stealing it from her and taking off. And then the game of chase ensues, and of course that is just amusing, and I could stand out here and just watch them all afternoon. So peaceful, and they're so sweet. All right, y'all have a great day.